As you become comfortable where you're seated, begin to scan your awareness throughout your entire body. From the tips of your toes all the way up to the crown of your head. Begin to bring your awareness to every inch of your body. Allowing yourself to sweep through as fast or as slow as you need to. Reminding yourself that each time you feel distracted by your own thoughts, you just simply bring your awareness back into scanning the body without any judgment, without analyzing as to what distracted you. Simply bring it back. Begin to pay attention to whatever sensations that arise. Begin to pay attention as to how your body is feeling at this very moment. Without thinking why it's feeling that way, just allow yourself to acknowledge any sensations, any feelings. It might be a light sensation or an intense sensation. You might be feeling discomfort or pain in some areas. When you notice that, just let it be. Recognize that it's there, and then you move on to the next body part. Scan your awareness from bottom to top, and then from top to bottom. Doing this several times, letting your inner wisdom guide you as you move through your body. Continue with your body scan for a few more moments. Anytime you get distracted by your own thoughts, bring your awareness back to yourself and in this present moment. Each time you have a thought, think if it's relevant to what you're doing right now. And if not, simply let it go and come back to your body, come back to your sensations. For this round of your body scan, try to go into as much detail as you can. Every inch of your skin, every corner, every fold. Try to let your awareness seep through those areas. You can even do your left side first or your right side first. Just to make sure that you really try and scan the awareness to every part of you. And as we've been practicing for the past few days, you might be receptive to that new challenge now. If you're scanning your hands or your feet, try to go through each and every fingertip, each fingernail. If you're scanning close to your joints, try to really explore that joint with your awareness. Front, back, and sides. Notice how each part of your body is working to serve you. So, how do you serve your body in return? How do you take care of it? This vessel of your spirit, this vessel that allows you to serve. Continue your body scan for a few more rounds. Now I invite you to let your awareness arrive to the tips of your nostrils. Begin to free your mind of any thoughts that are not relevant to the practice today. Invite your awareness in this present moment. And keep your awareness to the tips of your nostrils as you watch the inflow and outflow of your breath. Growing your mindfulness practice stronger than ever. Without the feeling of frustration, without judging yourself if you are not improving as fast as you have hoped. There is no improvement, there is no perfection. There is only this present moment. It doesn't matter where you were yesterday or where you want to be tomorrow in this practice. What matters is what is right here, right now. And right now you are being invited to just observe your breath, nothing else. Just observe the inflow and outflow of your breath. And perhaps the sensations that come along with it on the tips of your nostrils. Perhaps you can feel the air coming in and out of your nose. Perhaps you can feel the temperature of the air. Those things that are relevant to this present moment. And should you find yourselves thinking about anything that is not involved here, right now. Allow it to just fade away after you acknowledge it. And come back to the process of observing the inflow and outflow of the breath. And perhaps as you breathe, there are certain scents or smells. Acknowledge them and then come back to the process of breathing. Come back to the process of breathing. Your breath is a very powerful tool that you can harness to guard yourself and to guard your reactions. Your breath fills the space between the situation and your response to that situation. Let your breath guide you. Your breath is your gauge to your emotions. When you feel upset, when you feel tired, when you feel angry, your breath is the first to change. So check in with your breath. Check in if a certain experience or a certain stimulus, a certain situation merits a response, a mindful response. The breath fills that space between the situation and your response. As we practice mindfulness, this gap between the situation and our response becomes more and more apparent. It becomes clearer and more visible. We are no longer controlled by our emotions. Not because we no longer feel, but because we are more aware that if we give an emotional response, it might not always be the optimum response. Sometimes we need to take a step back and breathe in order to give a mindful response. So this is a time for inner reflection now. And for today's theme, we are trying to move forward mindfully and lovingly. Move forward from the baggages that have been weighing on our shoulders. Ask yourself if all the emotions that are there, things that have been hovering at the back of your mind, have been useful to your life. If yes, then you can allow yourself to keep them. If these baggages are weighing you down, ask yourself, how can I use this in my life? Choosing a mindful response does not mean you are denying the existence of negative emotions. It does not mean denying that you are upset or angry. Choosing a mindful response acknowledges these things. You are not accepting defeat by moving on or moving forward. You are acknowledging the pain, and yet you choose to transcend that pain. You choose to be better, and you choose to feel better. And that feeling of improvement emotionally will never come unless you see your issues eye to eye. So this is a time to really reflect on whatever it is that has been weighing you down. Be honest with yourself. Look at your issues eye to eye. Have you really dealt with your issues, or have you been masking them with external things? Have you been denying yourself of the help that you need from yourself and from other people? Check in with yourself and ask, what do I really need? How can I help myself? And how can I let others help me? What do I really need? How can I help myself? How can I let others help me? And now, after that reflection, we go back to ourselves. We go back to our 4 phrases of forgiveness. As we place our palms to our heart, feel the heartbeat. Thank your heart for supplying the nourishment throughout your body. And say your 4 magical phrases. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Slowly bring your awareness back. Gently open your eyes. Take a moment. If you are feeling grounded, you can stay grounded for as long as you need to. Feel free to stay in your meditative pose for as long as you need to. If you have questions, you can message me privately. Just allow yourself to bask in whatever energy that you're feeling right now. Thank you.